happening, family?
What's going on?
Welcome back to another episode of
Is this going to cause an argument?
I'm your host, Marcus Tanksley, aka Tank.
Yeah, you are.
I'm joined by my other host, my wife.
Are you okay? You seem down energy.
We had a massage and been sitting in the sun all day.
Okay, well, I was just asking where your energy was.
Go on, let them know who you are.
My name is Angel. I'm on vacation with my baby. And you can call me Miss Tanksley, 'cause after 18 years, I've been giving this man all that he wants. You can call me Angel Akita, 'cause that's what you're here for. Or you can call me that chick, Angel. Ooh. You guys, this is a weekly podcast that we do together as a married couple. That's right, I said it, 18 years of marriage this July 14th. We've been together for over 20 years because, baby, this love lasts forever. But if you wonder what this podcast is about, I'm going to tell you, it's about everything.
Break even.
It's about any and everything that we want to talk about. It's about relationships, love, family, current events, politics, whatever you want, friendships, parenting. We got it all here for you. And we're joined by our crew. There's some wonderful people that join us every week live as we film this. Yeah, they're here live. You're seeing the edited version if you're hearing this for the first time. And that crew is called our Patreon. These are people who decide to give up $5 a month. $5. To be able to support us as content creators, not just with this podcast, but other content. And if you want to be a part of that Patreon, who we affectionately name the immediate family, you too can give out that $5 by going to patreon.com/thatchickangel. I'm going to tell you about our sponsors too, but my husband will explain how our sponsors work. We got 2 sponsors today, and we're grateful. We've got BetterHelp, and I do believe Shopify. Tell them how our sponsors work, babe.
Well, here at W2B.
W2B.
Yeah, WTUBI. That's what you sound like, a host on an After Dark show.
Why would it be
Radio.
W2B?
Because at every radio station. Anyway, y'all, if we have a sponsor that offers a need that you have, or if you already have a need and you fulfilling it somewhere else, if we have that sponsor here on the show, make sure you support that, because that helps us produce this show. And when you support our sponsors, you support us, because hey, if you're not in Patreon, you're watching this for free. So if you see these sponsors come across here, make sure you support them so we can keep this thing going. Pays for this phone that we recording on today, but it usually pay the cameras and the chairs and the lights and the ambiance that you get from our podcast. That's how we pay for all of that stuff.
That's how we pay for all that stuff. Is that all about the sponsors?
Yeah.
You also typically get a discount code.
Yes.
So you get it a little bit cheaper than what you would on your own.
Absolutely.
So, babe, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
You see how I'm doing. I'm doing good.
Y'all, Angel black. You hear me?
Thank
she
you.
said, I can't tell. Angel's normal skin to tan ratio is the difference between my teeth and my shirt. She was in the shower. I can't see I got a tan with these pale strips going down. That's a bad representation, because you done tanned right there too. Pull that nipple out.
No.
Let them see.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
You done have things lower than that. Angel black.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
You can't tell, but I'm black too. I'm just sitting next to her, so you really can't tell.
Yeah, you're very bronze. You're very bronze, my dear.
My tan line, that thing is.
You
No, I'm doing good though, man. Y'all, we having a good time out here in Curacao.
Curacao. Okay, so for
Caracas,
those of you
previously
all
known as.
who have never watched this podcast, which is few and far between, but you know what? We might be able to get some new viewers, being that this will be entitled Live from Curacao. So for those of you all who have not had a chance to really get to know us, Marcus and I take an anniversary trip every year since our second anniversary.
It's not too bright for you?
No.
Oh, no, the sun went down.
Ever since our second anniversary. And Marcus, in our third year of being married, so our second anniversary trip, he surprised me, didn't know where we were going, had no idea what's happening. I had about an hour to pack before we hit the road with our
It was like
son.
2 hours.
It was barely any time.
2.5. It wasn't enough time to be like, go get dressed and packed. We headed somewhere hot.
It was very last minute. It was exactly what I needed. Anyways, at the end of that trip to Palm Springs, he was like, all right, next year, this is on you. So we have kept that tradition going since.
I didn't mean it as you have to.
It's too late. It's too late.
Angel's like, oh, we surprising each other. I don't need a surprise.
Too
I
late.
just didn't want to plan it again.
Since 2010, we have been doing these anniversary surprise trips. We actually finally made a list that has each city in order
Yes.
of where we've gone.
Took some time.
And this year was my year. And I surprised him with a trip to Curacao, which is just north of South America. So this is the furthest south we've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Ever, because I don't think Paris, France is lower than here.
Even if so, we talking about the Caribbean. Paris, France is.
Right, but still, I'm just talking about compared to the equator. This is the furthest south we've ever been. And when I say it's a surprise, the person does not know where they're going until they reach the plane that is taking them to
gate.
The destination.
Yeah.
The gate where it says you're getting on this flight.
Yeah, this is further south.
So you all might know, I actually had won a trip through an auction to South Africa, but they were booked up this week that we were going to travel. So I had to pivot quickly. I chose Curacao. Baby, the Lord was with me because this is by far the best trip we've taken for our anniversary.
Yeah, no, this resort / destination has given us all of the experience, all the luxury, all the plushness, all the niceness that we have expected to get at other places. By far, we don't know. I don't know if it's the Curacao or if it's because it's at Sandals and this specific Sandals, but this is definitely delivered what we were expecting. When I plan on naming these off.
Yeah.
But we'll do that later.
Let's do our first segment.
Yeah.
And then we'll jump into the where we've been and how this trip has gone. So we've got In My Feelings or we've got Tanksley Pride. What you feeling?
Let's do In My Feelings.
Let me tell you what's got me in my feelings.
I got something making me feel good.
Okay, so In My Feelings is our oldest segment that we've ever done on this podcast. It's where we talk about what's got us feeling some type of way and what's got us feeling fantastic about the week. We've been gone for 2 weeks because we were black for our actual anniversary. So the reason why we are actually filming in Curacao is because
It bled
the
over
thing
into the.
that actually has me in my feelings. So we were going to shoot this in LA because we'll be back in LA in time. We actually were supposed to be arriving in LA on Monday morning. However, Marcus is having to detour from our trip. We were supposed to be flying. So y'all know we live in LA. So a straight through flight to Curacao is not possible from LA. It's just too long of a flight. So we flew into Miami and from Miami to Curacao. So we fly back from Miami, have a 12-hour layover, and then fly to LAX from there. Well, we've been having difficulties with childcare in Kentucky. So now, instead of my husband flying from LA on Wednesday to go get our 3 boys.
Because we plan on going from here to Miami to LA. I was gonna fly back out on Wednesday, grab the kids, gather all their stuff, and then come back to LA on Friday.
But, this week has been a whole cluster F of, can y'all find somebody to watch the kids? Such and such is no longer available. Can you do this? Can y'all find this? That we were just like, well, shoot, if we're having the problem this week, next week, them first 3 days are not, it's going to be the same thing of us just trying to pawn our kids off on somebody. And let me tell you, out of all the things that probably work my nerves, and not in like, oh, it gets on my nerves, but also it gets me anxious, is not knowing that my kids are settled in where they're supposed to be and where they feel comfortable being. Yeah. So Marcus, instead of flying back from Miami to LA, which is a long flight, it's like a 5-hour flight, he is going to be departing from me from LA and going back to LA, going back to Lexington. So he's flying from Miami to Lexington. I'm flying from Miami to LA. Luckily, our layover is only going to be interrupted by like 2 hours. So he'll have a 10-hour layover. I'll have a 12-hour layover. But when I tell you, I am annoyed. So now we're going to have a whole nother week apart. We've already done that. I'm done with that.
Multiple times.
We did that. Well, we did that for me with Delta Convention, which I'll bring that up.
Delta, Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill was a couple of days.
Whatever
Delta
else.
was a couple of days.
We do that multiple times a year.
But like, this was not my expectation, so I'm beyond annoyed because this was avoidable.
Very
avoidable.
Very avoidable.
But
this would have been as avoidable as simply making a phone call of, hey, we need the kids to continue to do this next week, just like they've done the past few weeks. And then maybe 1 or 2 more phone calls of, hey, pick them up. All would have been solved. Point blank, period, nothing else to talk about. Now it's just like, well, what's the point? So yeah, I'm gonna go and grab them.
And the other and last thing that got me in my feelings is that I lost my camera for good this time. This ad is by BetterHelp. Now listen, I know not just entrepreneurs, but anybody in the workspace is feeling the rise of stress. There's so many things going on, and typically where we work is what provides us our life. It provides us to be able to pay for our bills. So there can be a lot of stress around it. Well, the summertime is a great time to be able to focus on your wellness. And we're not just talking about your physical wellness, but also your mental and emotional wellness. And you can take small steps to help manage all of that workday stress. Now, if you didn't know, there's about 61% of the global workforce experiencing higher than normal levels of stress right now. So there is a huge worldwide decline in mental health. To battle stress, most of us can't just wave goodbye to work, but we can start small by focusing on wellness. There are things like taking a walk, okay, sitting and just breathing, being out in nature, or just being out in the sun, okay? A holiday is great, but isn't a long-term solution to stress. You know, in a holiday, also just that almost seems impossible for me. I can only do like a small vacation. I can't do no month holiday, all right? So don't forget that therapy, though, can help you navigate whatever challenges in the workday or any day might bring. Y'all know I've done therapy. I absolutely love it. It was such a life-altering experience for me to be able to be with a therapist who was solely there to help me deal with my life challenges, to help me mentally break down things, to help me emotionally deal with things that I might have been avoiding. And I just don't know what other space I could have gotten that type of dedication on a routine, regular basis and not felt guilty about taking that space for me and for all the stress that I was going through. Now, this is one thing I should tell you. BetterHelp is a great place to be able to get the help that you need. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It works. It's an app that has a rating of a 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. It's also convenient. You can join with your therapist at any time just with a click of a button, and it can happen at any time, and you can switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/argue. That's betterhelp.com/argue. All right, what's got you in your feelings?
Y'all wanna know what's got me in what really pisses me off? Huh?
What?
Is somebody not keeping up with that goddamn camera? I'm just playing. Yeah, let that sink in real quick, y'all. Angel, yet again, went to another damn event. And this time it wasn't on somebody else of just grabbing her camera and putting it in their bag. No. It was her forgetting her bag along with her camera, along with her food, and realizing it once she got back to California.
No, that's not what I realized.
When did you realize it?
On the plane, before it took off.
Oh, we were on the phone together when you told me. You realized it on the phone with me.
No, I realized it on
Before
the phone
then?
with Brescia. So let me tell y'all what
Why is
happened.
Brescia always involved?
Let me tell you what happened. It's very frustrating. So, leaving the Moxie Hotel in DC. Now, this is really what and I told Marcus right before this, I said, you know what's helpful? My stuff doesn't need to be black. You remember I told you that? Mm-hmm. I said, I need for my electronics not to be black because I don't see them if they're black. So, for instance, I'm charging my iPad. My iPad is white. My portable charger is red.
I mean, you had a white iPad. Oh, but you just go ahead.
Yeah, but you see, I done kept it. I said, when the thing is black, I don't see it. I don't even recall it. Anyways, I made it through Essence Fest. I made it through all of Delta Convention. I go to a restaurant after I get my sister off in her Uber. Excuse me. After my sister gets off in her Uber, I go to eat at Kitchens and Cocktails in DC's downtown, black owned by some Kappas. I'm sitting at the bar eating. I'm filming my food, having a great time. I get ready to leave. Now, the way that I was able to hold on to my camera is that I hooked it to my purse, okay? My little Gucci tote. But in order to film, I had to unhook it, right? Well, when I'm leaving with my lamb chops that were so delicious, God darn it.
That's one thing she was telling me about was them damn lamb chops. I knew about these lamb chops.
I had my fan and my camera case hooked on my pinky. One of my friends calls me. This is all a part of this. One of my friends FaceTimes me. For some reason, she don't ever know where I'm at. This is Lauren. But I was like, oh yeah, we can catch up. I'm walking. I have everything. As I'm talking to her about my experience at Delta Convention, this man randomly stops me from his car that's parked. He says, hey, are you a comedian? What did he say? He said something to let me know he knows who I am. He said, can I get a picture? I said, absolutely. And I remember moving my stuff over to my other pinky so that I could take a picture because he was Greek. He wanted to throw it up. So I was like, okay, let me get my stuff on my other hand. Throw it up. Take the picture. Walk. Go to the hotel. Still on the phone with my friend. This is what I'm realizing. Angel, you cannot multitask when you got to keep track of a bunch of things. I go to the hotel. I talk to the lady at the front desk. I said, ma'am, you all have my luggage. Here's the picture. Let me tell you what this woman did. She said, here, come with me to get your luggage. She makes me go into the closet where the luggage is to get my luggage. Now, what has happened since then is where I talked to her is where I set my stuff, not my purse, because my purse is attached to me. I set my lamb chops in my camera and my fan all at the front desk with her. She makes me go into the closet. Not only does she make me go in the closet, she make me go actually get my stuff. So once I get my stuff, I walk out of the hotel. I'd never go back to the front desk. Realized it once I was on the plane. I said, God dang it, I called. She said, I have your fan. I don't have your camera. I was, so supposedly the general manager is supposed to be calling me. Have I received a call from a general manager? No. Because I said, I know y'all got a camera in that lobby. And she was like, the person who I talked to was like, we do. Do you want the general manager to call you? Yes, I would like the general manager to call me. Have they called me? No. No. So it's all my fault. But I realized.
Don't be blaming saying that woman took that camera.
She probably did.
The staff took the camera last time.
Well, listen, what we know.
Their staff took that camera last time.
What we know is that I didn't take the camera this time. I mean, that I definitely left the camera. That is for sure. The camera was left.
Somebody, she done stuff. Hey, y'all worse than she. Shut up.
But
blame it on that woman.
Because she said, I have your fan. I was like, if you have my fan,
just like that last time that lady said, was it one of them DJI cameras, the little swivel? Angel said, yeah, she got that kid. No, she knew what it was.
I didn't say she took it.
No, everybody else did.
I was gonna say, I didn't. I was definitely like, nobody took that camera. I was like, y'all should have it. And when they were like, no, we don't. I said, no, that's a problem.
Shame on you, heathens.
Anyways, camera gone. What's got you feeling good?
I was actually joking. I feel bad because I know you feel bad. However, on a good note, ain't there much footage on her that you don't have. As soon as she got the camera back from being theftily taken and stored in somebody's bag,
all the footage
she
off.
took all the footage off. So we got the footage.
I don't have any of Essence and I don't have any of National Convention, but I didn't film a lot of those anyways.
And I got mine in Essence, and Essence was hard anyway, but I got footage from Essence. I wasn't in National Convention.
No, everybody was like, everybody asked, is Tank here? I said, I would never, because there are husbands that go, but you would have.
Their husbands with?
Huh? Yeah, there are people who.
I mean, they're Greek though.
No, sometimes husbands just be there because it's like not that people vacation in DC, but it's like, okay, it's a trip. There's things to do here.
I mean, I like DC.
Yeah, you would have still had a good time. What you won't get is maybe some of the African American museums, some of the step show, but like nothing life changing. And we're so far behind in vlogs, you won't even realize you missed it once we start posting vlogs.
Yeah. Let me tell you what's got me feeling good. Yeah. All these other events happen and everybody's ramping and raving, at least in our community, talking about y'all and her. Let me tell you what I'm excited about. That is feeding life to my soul via IV.
Oh.
The Clips album.
I knew it.
Oh! 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 The Clips album. Oh my God. I didn't. Let me tell you what. Let God sort them out.
Okay, bring your voice down.
No, I'm excited. I can yell and scream. This is my damn podcast too.
I'm just asking for you to bring your voice down.
You been in here screaming and yelling all this time?
I haven't actually.
You have.
I haven't been screaming.
I ain't saying on the podcast. You been in there screaming. You got loud.
But that was also for your enjoyment. This is not.
Zoom in. Exactly, Erica. Let me tell y'all what. This album right here, it can tell all the YNs, y'all can shut up, stay in your lane, and crash because you are not worthy. Oh my God, y'all, this album right here. True work of art. Pharrell is back on his monster. Like, Pharrell that done all these great things over the past 40 years and nobody even knew. He's like, let me remind you just in case I still do this hip hop thing too.
She's so braggedy.
What'd she say?
She said, oh, the Clips has fans. That's so good to know.
Yeah, you say that, but then one of the most popular pop stars in the world go at one somebody from the Clips and shut him down, and everybody's like, oh. Anyhow, Pusha T, the Malice or No Malice, whatever you want to call him now. It's just, I'm trying to tell you, like he said in the interview, he said they don't like surface listeners. If you a surface listener, don't listen to me because you're not gonna understand, and you don't. I've been a Clips fan from day one, and I go through and listen to this album, and this thing, I'm on my, I don't know, 8th, 9th time going back through, listening to this album, and I'm like, oh my God, I just got that. I just got that. So people like Shay, you ain't gonna get it, and that's fine.
Why you say like Shay?
Cause I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna. It's perfectly fine. Like, I love that this is people. They putting out an album, and they're some of the people that's like. They're not doing it for the clout. They're not doing it for the sake. They doing this because this is what they want to do. This is why they can leave a record label over a verse. You ain't heard nobody else doing that. I ain't never heard of that ever in any industry. You have somebody featured on a song and the record label like, nope, we ain't doing it. And they like,
I've left over less.
And they like, all right, deuces. And Jay-Z's like, I'll take it. Over here, Rock Nation, all right, cool, we'll drop it. I'm talking, whew. Look, Spice Adams did it perfectly. This is me listening. Just, it's a work of art. It really is. Throughout the entire album, there's this soundbite. This is culturally inappropriate. And what?
I don't like that they made you make that sound.
What?
Yeah, you ain't never made that sound.
Shut up. Let me tell you what.
You read it.
This is culturally inappropriate. And people were putting like meaning behind this. Like they were doing the time stamps of when this was said in each song, after what bar it was said in on what songs. And they had it like a thing of like, oh, this is what culturally inappropriate means. And then somebody brought it up in an interview and listed all these things out. And they were just like, I mean, maybe it's divine, but Pharrell was just dropping that in there randomly throughout he didn't have a rhyme or reason behind it. I think Malice heard it and liked it and it was like, oh yeah, keep putting that in there. It truly is. Look, I can't explain it if you're not into it, but it's truly like for them to be, I think Pusha T is like 48 and Malice is 52. For them to be dropping this type of heat, ain't nobody in the past, ain't no YN did this in the past, however long,
now
2-3 decades.
A name for them.
Everybody's been calling them. What am I supposed to call them?
I didn't say you could.
No, I'm just saying, what am I supposed to call them?
I wasn't. You didn't even let me finish my sentence.
Now that I have a name for them, what?
Now that you have a name for them, you be willing to really call them out. Now that you're able to like.
Yeah, because I don't know the generational crap. Is it Gen Z, X, Y, F? Who knows? I don't get that crap. But the YNs, you can't. Nobody can sit down and have several seats. No, I'm just saying I don't know what else to call them. Y'all, when I tell you, this has been my world. I've been immersed in this since it dropped on the 11th. Actually, I was listening to it on the 10th because I don't know what time zone it dropped in, but I downloaded it as soon as I was able to.
So you don't mind that they still rapping about the drug game even though they
I don't. I love that they still rapping about the drug game, and when people that don't know how to listen to it or can't comprehend hear it and that's all they hear, that's all you're supposed to hear because it's not for you. Because there's so many double, triple, and quadruple entendres that they throwing down on that. It's just like, one, you would have to be a fan and understand some of their history and why they say some of the stuff. And others, you can't, you can't be a surface listener. You have to think, and it means, oh my God, and it all wraps in one. It's just so fire. It's so fire. The first song, every time I start the album over, the first song gets harder and harder to listen to a point I only listen to half of. Next time I probably won't listen to none of it because it's a song dedicated to their parents. I was like, Lord Jesus. Whew. Next song, I can't do it. Kendrick's verse, yeah, it was worth it. Getting dropped from a label and going to somebody else, paying a 7-figure. You had to pay them 7 figures to get out of that deal. They were like, take it. Just because you sensitive over your little punk artist. Take it. Y'all, I'm loving it. This is my first time I've been able to publicly say it because I just been off of my own little world and I brought it up to Angel. She was like, I'm surprised you ain't been talking about it. I know Angel ain't into the clip. So
no, I brought it up to you.
That's what I just said.
You said I brought it up to Angel.
I thought I said, Angel brought it up to me, and she was like, I'm surprised you ain't been talking about it. Actually, I did bring it up, and then I said, you said, I'm surprised you haven't been talking about that. And I told you, I know you're not into it, so I didn't.
I said, you know what I'm surprised you haven't brought up to me? You said, what? I said, the Clips album. And you said, where'd you hear about it? And I said, what you mean?
Anyway,
where'd
I didn't talk about
it?
it to Angel because I know she ain't into it. I talked to my boy Eric. Me and him went clip by clip, song by song, talking about my boy. I done got a chance to get it off and talk to people about it and people that's fans of it. I just ain't said none to people that I know I don't believe is into it. Because I'm like, what's the point? It'd be the same as Angel telling me about Beyonce. It goes into one ear and out the other.
That's not how it was when you were talking about the Clips to me.
I mean, you take it in, but it's not. You're not into it.
I told you how many ones that I listened to, because there was a song that you started breaking down, and I was like, I hadn't gotten that far. I said, I think
you dismissed. You was like, oh, I didn't listen that far.
No, I didn't. I told you, I said, because I was like, I really liked the way Tyler's voice came in on the verse, and you said his voice always sounds like that. I said, I know, but I liked how it sounded on that song. And then you jumped to another song, and I was like, oh, I didn't get a chance to make it that far because I got to listen to it.
And then I was like, and then the first song I was talking about, you was like, yeah, I heard it. You were very like, okay, yeah, I heard it. You didn't seem like you were into it. Otherwise, I would have continued the conversation with you.
I'm just saying it wasn't in one ear and out one other, and out the other.
All right.
You might have just had a deep understanding than me.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. I'm so this was needed. I feel like it's a cultural shift. Like Nas has been dropping songs, but Nas has been not even songs. Nas has been dropping albums, but Nas doesn't do.
That's who you brought up, Nas, and I was like, I haven't made it to that one.
Oh, so Nas is on the album. Of course, Tyler the Creator, and everybody knows that Kendrick Lamar's on it, and a couple other people. But Nas has been consistently dropping albums for so long. People are kind of numb to. I feel like people are kind of numb to his greatness and him dropping an album. The Clips, No Malice, his brother, Malice of the Clips, he took a hiatus from hip hop. He's been preaching, and he was a pastor. Pusha T's been dropping albums every so often, but for them to come back after I think 15 years, however many years, and then them doing this, the rollout was superb. I think the rollout is what makes it so dope for me because they made the rollout of this album. They've done so many interviews and so many podcasts and so many shows. It's been like nonstop. And I'm like, y'all can't do all this and then this be mid. And I'm like, no, they didn't do enough. They did not do enough. The rollout was just crazy. And I know we got on here and we talked about, I talked about a little bit about Jim Jones. Them, Jim Jones clapping back at them on some stuff. And I'm like, Jim Jones is sitting on the sidewalk in the hood clapping back at some fools that has been recording music videos in Paris and recorded their album in the Louis Vuitton headquarters studio. Like, there's levels, and clearly he ain't on it.
Listen, I was about to say, I'm going to bring back to what I can add to this conversation. You've never brought up a Beyonce album to me to be like, I'm surprised you haven't brought up.
I don't get a chance to.
What you mean?
You're already talking about the album. And so is everybody else.
On social media, I'm saying not to you.
Your friends, our friends, my friends, you, anybody that steps in our house. If Beyonce does a surprise album or drops an album, everybody's already talking about it. I don't get a chance to say, hey, Angel, they ain't Beyonce. Again, they have surface listeners. They have a specific audience that they cater to, and that's all they care about catering. They're Tyler Perry. These are my people. If you don't like it, don't watch, don't listen. These are my people. You not.
I'm saying,
and I know you're not in their pool. So I was like, she ain't gonna.
I don't know, but I feel like you bring me stuff that doesn't pique my interest. That's the reason why I said I was surprised. You talk to me about stuff that is not in my wheelhouse that you'll be excited about. and I sit and listen. So that's the only reason why I said I was surprised you hadn't brought it up to me.
Oh, yeah, that's why. And you've been busy. You've been gone. You weren't even in town when they dropped.
So what's got me feeling good is that my travels are almost over. It's been a lot.
You said that at the beginning of the summer, and then here we go.
It's been a lot, and I'm glad that it's almost over. As y'all already know, I call myself that chick angel because I am that chick. I wear so many daggone hats. I'm able to do so many things. And one of the things that I didn't realize I was going to be doing and had to learn how to do when I started podcasting is running my own e-commerce store. Now, listen, I am trained in a lot of things, but that, I had no idea what I was doing. But thankfully, I had Shopify, which has helped me along the way in all the years that I've done Mama Likes, as well as my husband's own beard and body butter business. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., from household names like Mattel, Gymshark, to brands just getting started like Shop Mama Likes. Get started with your own design studio. With hundreds of ready-to-use templates, Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. Accelerate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that can write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create emails, social media campaigns, wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready to Shopify. Turn your big business ideas into cha-ching with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/argue. Go to shopify.com/argue. Shopify.com/argue. Cha-ching. Okay, so now we're gonna, oh shoot. I was about to say we're about to do a TikTok clock, but it's in my phone where I'm recording this, and God dog it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the scenario. We'll do it as a take it or tank it.
I think I'll take it.
I think I'll take it.
Okay, so here's the scenario. There is a young lady with her boyfriend at a concert or some sort of live entertainment show. A lot of black people, so this is a black-ish type of show. He is holding her in her seat, and you can tell she's trying to get up. Nobody's standing.
Oh, I thought this was the one everybody been talking about.
It might be. Nobody's standing, and they are like, she's trying to get up. Finally, she breaks away. She runs to the stage because she's only like 4 or 5 rows back. The man on stage throws her shirt. She catches it. She runs back to the seat. Now, I'm not sure what the man on stage quite said. I don't know if he said, if you a free code, come up here and get the shirt. I don't know. He could have said something that is just like, don't you run up there and get this shirt. So I looked at the comments of this, right? And there were people who were like, dude, she's for the streets. Let her go. She didn't embarrass you. She's out of there. And there were other people that was like, it's clearly someone she's a fan of. It's a t-shirt. She's not going home with them people. Let her have the shirt. And you ain't got no right to hold no woman down from doing what the heck she wants to do. What are your thoughts? I'm trying to figure out what would be the closest, like, what's the word called? Approximation for us of like, if you were at a concert and you saw, I'm trying to think of one of your, like, I'll risk it all women, that if they were like, come up here and grab the, you know how Janet Jackson dances with men on stage.
Yeah, I did see that. I remember seeing that. What's your question?
What's your thoughts?
So I think is levels to it. One, like, clearly for me, I don't. So question: did he already call her out?
No, you could tell.
Or she was just trying to get to him because he was coming down the aisle.
He wasn't coming down the aisle. He was on stage.
Oh, he was on stage, so he didn't be like, hey, girl.
No. He's on stage, but I will say this, is that I don't know what the words were that he said. If he said something that would be embarrassing to have your significant other claim,
Yeah.
or if it's just, if you want this, come and get it type of situation.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, again, like kind of on what you just said, there's levels to it. Whose concert was it? Y'all know?
I don't know. I can tell. It's some black, it could have been a comedy show. For all I know. It could have been
like
85 South.
Somebody run up and risk a relationship with DC Young Fly. Hey.
Listen, there are chicks,
There's chicks that'll do that.
100% and not think twice. Girls love DC Young Fly.
Yeah. So for me, it's levels. It's like if it's part of the show, for me, I'm not gonna get too worked up. Like, as long as it ain't nothing disrespectful. If it's just somebody throwing items out to the crowd, I'm not gonna be like, so why you want his shirt? But if it's
it was 85 South. Okay, I thought I picked it out. I was like, it looked like 85 South show because there was so many black people.
For me, that's a problem now. I don't know what the context was, but just judging off of, she's trying to get up to get this dude, I don't know, whatever they was throwing dude's shirt. She seemed extremely excited, like, the hell with you. From what I could remember, ain't none of this worth not getting this shirt. Yeah, I don't care who it is. I'm trying to think of somebody like Missy Elliott's not sexual like that.
Right. It would be like
let's say it was Janet Jackson. We all know what Janet Jackson does. She'll like pull somebody up on stage. Most likely it's a paid person or somebody's part of her show and do something crazy. If Janet Jackson was going around like throwing out items and she pointed to me and was like, you, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'll grab it. But if she was like doing something provocative, it's like, come up here. I'm not about to have my wife sitting there in the seat by herself while this chick rides me on stage.
I don't see how that's any different than going to a strip club and getting a lap dance.
Who, from Janet Jackson?
Yeah, I'm saying, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, well, the difference between a woman, there's a difference between at the male strip club?
No. We have been to the strip club together. While you haven't gotten a lap dance in front of me, I'm sure that if you ever went to a strip club for a bachelor party, a lap dance could easily happen, right?
So what I was saying, there's a difference between the male strip club is more of a Janet Jackson situation to where they would pull a young lady up to dance on her or whatever in front of all the other ladies. At the strip club that the men go to, that's a private dance. There ain't he's part of the show. No,
not part of the show, but it can happen where you're not going to a dark room where they're just doing the lap dance.
Well, yeah, again, it's a private thing. It's like, you gonna tip me and I'm gonna dance on your lap right here, just me and you, versus at the when the men do it, it's like, no, come up here, I'm gonna pull you in this little kiddie swimming pool.
And I'm talking about, I'm saying, getting a lap dance from Janet Jackson is not anywhere to me different than if I'm okay with you getting a lap dance at a strip club.
Good to know.
Because if I'm going to have the thing is go ahead, please.
So what I was saying, for me, I don't know what their thing was, but he's trying to hold her down. I don't know what conversation they've had. Sorry, I'm gonna get this off screen. I don't know what conversation they've had or what was going on or what being said for him to be like, hey, don't do that. And for her to be like, no, get up off of me. Clearly they have
it wasn't no hey. It was no.
Yeah. I would have to see the clip because I don't remember what all happened. I don't know. For me, if you know it's going to embarrass your partner, don't do it. Not for no show. That's just where I'm at.
Which I don't know what they might have said that would have been that embarrassing. Other than if they were like,
granted, it's 85. There's no telling what could have been said.
unless they
Like-
said, if you gonna cheat on your niggas, if you gonna cheat on your dude tonight, come up here and get this shirt. Okay. I can understand.
Oh, they said it was because they've been roasting him?
Oh, because he was getting roasted by. Well, then you don't go to an 85 South show. This is what I'm saying. This is where it lies for me. There are certain places that I don't understand.
Again, Yolanda, I need more detail.
Why you would go and have an issue with what's taking place when you know that's what takes place. Okay? So for instance, not many times, I think only 2 times me and Marcus have been to the strip club together. Okay? Neither one of the times, both times women offered to give him or I a lap dance. I declined for the both of us. Okay? So I was just like, no, thank you. However, if a lap dance would have happened, while I might have felt like I didn't like that, I'm not going to be pissed because I'm in an environment where that is going to more than likely happen. Same thing, if my husband was a huge fan of Janet Jackson and we were in the front, or if I was a huge fan of Janet Jackson and we both were in the front, I know what happens at a goddamn Janet Jackson concert. She will grab men that she feels most comfortable with, put them on that little contraption, and dance with them, right? Or grind on them. While I might not be like, yeah, it's not going to be throw this man away because of it. And in the comments, it was like, leave her in the streets. There she go. That's just my take on it.
To myself, no, just watch the clip. She was disrespectful. Oh, I don't know. I ain't watched the clip.
All I saw was
the
she
clip
fought
like
to get
last
up
week.
here.
Yeah.
And I
it
think
was like hold on, before you finish. Angel's capping right now.
Tell
If
me.
half, almost fully naked chick walk up and ask me for a lap dance, and I allow her to give me a lap dance, Angel's gonna be pissed.
I don't know if I would be pissed. I wouldn't be happy.
You would be pissed. You would be unhappy enough to where you would be pissed.
I don't think I would be pissed. Let me tell you why. I'd be more mad of, if I was gonna be this mad, why the hell are we at a strip club? That's the type of logic I have. Now, if you don't think I do, you're mistaken.
Angie, that's full cap.
Tell me why.
Fully.
Tell me.
I know you.
Tell me why.
For the pure fact, I could have gave you a lap. Why the hell you have it to give you a lap dance? She didn't have all these other men in here. No, she did that. I saw when she came all the way over here, made a beeline towards you. And not only did she ask, you had the audacity to say yeah, and then went and let her give you a lap dance. Are you?
No, I really don't.
All right.
I don't agree.
Okay.
I don't agree.
So in their situation, I don't know.
No, let me finish what I was saying. If you're going to sit here and accuse me.
I'm not accusing you.
You did.
All right.
You
You're
said,
right.
I lied, I would be mad. You're accusing me of being mad about something that hasn't happened. This is me. These are situations I typically, if I'm going to go into this type of situation, which is not a traditional situation, going to a strip club with your dude, it's very much so either you're that type of couple or you're not that type of couple. Like I said, we've done it twice. In both times, a woman asked.
No, we're good. That was one of the times.
You talking about in Vegas?
I can't, I don't know.
Because that's not how I acted in LA. In LA, I was very kind. I was like, no, thank you. She was like, you sure? She was like, do you want one? And I was like, no, we're good. And she was like, okay. That was it. It was not no, oh, we're fine. It was not that. I mean, you can feel how you feel. The fact of the matter is, I know me better than you know me. What I'm saying is, while it would be more so not, why did you let some chick give you a lap dance, it would be more so of you. The only thing you probably got right is you would never let me give you a lap dance. That's what it would be more of. You ain't let you give you a lap dance since 2004. Any other time you be like, Angel, stop. You being silly. That.
No, what have you offered?
Oh, so this is just a podcast of lies.
When did you offer to give me a lap dance?
I've offered, and you'd be like, get your silly ass. Anytime I try to do anything with you, get yourself off of me. Oh, so that's the new title. Live from CURAÇAO, the podcast of lies.
The same woman that has people afraid to give me compliments in the comments.
I don't have them afraid. You ain't never heard me say, don't y'all say nothing. You ain't never heard me say that. Ever. Have you ever heard me say that?
Say what?
Don't y'all, not too much on my man. You have never heard me be that girl. Ever. I would love for you to point it out. The only time. Yeah, that's what it said. No, that's male, not Angel. It's not me. I know you fine. I feel like you ain't got eyeballs if you don't think my man is nice looking. People tell me it all the time to my face.
I didn't say, did I say that she said it?
You said I got people feeling that way. I said, no, I don't
I didn't
have
say
that feeling.
you said it.
But I also am not doing anything.
You doing enough? You are.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Tell me, what am I doing? That's not a rhetorical question. I'm dead serious.
You ask them, what is she doing to make y'all think that I can't get compliments? Y'all say it, not me. And you know, Angel don't play that. Angel be fighting.
I never got that from Angel. Nothing at all.
Let me see. What's the video we've been in together?
The only thing, that's it. Only thing, taking in his scent. That's the only thing.
Y'all
It's not
lying.
Angel. We just don't come out disrespectful.
Every time I see a compliment, like, you know Angel, and Angel be surfing these comments. Y'all know Angel be there. Don't y'all say nothing about man. I didn't say, you said, I said, you give off the energy to make people think.
And that is not the energy I give off. You're reading the comments now.
I ain't talking about these 100 fools. I'm talking about the thousands in the comments over here. Hold up.
I think they think just because I am a black woman that I don't play.
All right, so what was you saying? You won't get mad if I get a lap dance. You'll just be like,
I'm saying that if that is something that I would have an issue with, like to the point of where I'm like, this man is for the streets, because that is the energy.
Well, yeah.
The energy that people were giving, it doesn't, like that to me doesn't match up. I'm saying if I am willing to put myself in a situation to go to a strip club with women strippers with you, that to get to that place of that level of pissed off does not make sense, because I'm putting myself in a situation where the likelihood is high. While I might not be like, yay, make that ass clap for my husband, I'm not going to be like, nah, no.
Okay.
Now,
Cap.
I think he might be projecting.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, why don't you speak on how you would feel versus telling me what I would do?
I don't know how I feel. I might have a problem with it, I might not. How do you think I would feel? Because that's usually how this goes.
I don't know how. I mean, I haven't done it, have I? You saying this is usually how this goes. Yet
No,
you
no,
just
no.
did.
When I give, no.
But you just did it. Did
I
you
know,
not?
yeah.
Okay,
But that's
then.
how it usually goes to me. When you ask my opinion, I'll be like, oh, well, this. And you be like, no, Marcus. And then you go on and tell me how I would react or what I would do. Because you know me so well. That's what you say.
If we went to a strip club where they were male strippers, or to like one of these old school R&B concerts where the men pull the women in the audience and do their like and all that stuff. I'm making sure we're on the same accord.
Yeah. Same situation.
Oh, you would be tight mouthed, I think, with me. You would not show an ass. You would not holler at me at first or raise your voice. But I think I'd be able to read that you were very upset with me. Why are you in a whole nother piece of content?
I'm listening. I'm actively listening.
I'm just asking, why are you
I'm looking for something.
in a whole sorry, got distracted. He's looking on Instagram. Yeah, I feel like you would be very unhappy with me. Like what Chris Brown or Usher does. Oh yeah, them pictures where the girls are bent over in front of Chris Brown and Usher. Hell no.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Hell no. That's not happening. Not happening at all. Period, point, and a blank.
Again, I can't think of who I'm a fan of that is sexual in that kind of environment to where I would be okay with, oh, she's calling me out, so I'm gonna go be a part of this show.
If Janet Jackson called you out of the audience and was like, come up here and do this, would you be like, absolutely not?
With Janet, it depends on the energy.
Of that.
If I have the feeling that it's gonna be the whole, oh, I'm gonna tie this dude down or make him hold on to the chair
Yeah,
while
I'm
I give
saying
him, I don't know if I would. For one, I don't want to be in no spotlight like that, no way. I'm not that, hey, like she would have to come down on you. Like, no, he'll go. Like, that's not me. I feel like it's also a difference between, well, men do it too, but you know, women, when it's a star on stage, men will most 9 times out of 10 just stand in awe, like, to where women is like, no, give me your babies right now. Like, it's a completely different energy.
Well, men are trying not to be, due to the imbalance in power, men who are actually fans and not trying to be disrespectful try to not do anything.
Yeah, where women were like, no, now I'll grab your nuts.
Yeah.
If you get them close to this stage. So.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the topic of the matter. CURAÇAO, it says, they said, how do you feel about Angel kissing other men on screen? Tank.
I don't feel no way about that. That's work. That's not, we talked about it on here before. People don't understand, when you see a sex scene, you as the viewer see it as those two people in that room getting intimate. In real life, it's no different from me and her right here. And then there's 15 other people around holding lights and cameras and makeup people and the director sitting there like this, telling you where do you put your hand and where to face your face. Okay, kiss them again. There's nothing sexual about that at all. So me as somebody that's been on set during the filming of TV shows, it's just like, I see how these things are filmed. Anybody involved in something like that knows that anybody involved in that won't have an issue with their significant other kissing somebody or having a specific scene on camera. And more times than that, it'll be if it's too much of a revealing scene. Like if you got to show too much body, usually a lot of times the woman would be like, I'm not showing that much body, or even the man, I'm not showing that much body. But as far as like kissing somebody or being intimate in a scene, there's nothing sexual about that whatsoever. It'd be like you standing in the middle of the mall having a scene with somebody and a director sitting there while the mall is open. There's nothing sexual about it. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
So, CURAÇAO. We're gonna discuss with you all how our anniversary trip has been and like our take on this place. So we are going to be completely honest with you all. We have not left this resort since we got here.
That was also the plan.
Not once have we left. I actually did try to schedule a boat tour that Tab recommended, Tabitha Brown. Their website wasn't working. Had asked our butler to look into us touring a black museum. You know, they write the stuff down, but then it flies right out of their head after that. It must fly out of the notebook too, because I ain't heard nothing about it since. So we stayed here in our very nice suite. So tell me what your favorite thing has been about CURAÇAO and this resort specifically.
This room accompanied with the service has been like the absolute best part of this whole trip, as far as like this specific trip in itself.
The service of everybody, or are you specifically speaking of the butlers?
This is the best experience that we've had with butlers outside of Jamie, who wasn't even a butler in Hawaii. Just the way they cater to us. We got our own little cell phone that they gave to us that we supposed to keep with us and call them for anything. They call that phone to check up on us. When we go out to dinner, a lot of times, because they made the reservations, most times they meet us at the spot to check up on us. When we've had an issue or two in the room, hey, y'all, this is the problem. They'll get it resolved. This is definitely the best experience that we've had. One of the biggest things when we go on vacation, we want a really nice room and a nice experience in our room because we spend a lot of time in here. We are far past we're gonna go on vacation and do a whole bunch of crap and get exhausted and then come back to the room and sleep. We not them people who's like, oh, we ain't gonna be in there no way. No, we gonna be in here.
My favorite thing is that Marcus let me be me this trip with no fuss. What do I mean about that? Last year, because me being me and him being him were conflicting. The pool that was the public pool was small and had a lot of people in it. So Marcus had no desire to be in, near, or around that public pool. The issue was that the public pool also had the activities. And I don't want to just sit in the room. I want the room to be easy for us to relax in, but you're not just paying for the room, you are paying for the resort. So like being able to do activities that the resort has planned, Marcus was down this time. Where at the last resort, it was very much so like, babe, can we just be in our pool? Can we just be over here by ourselves?
Speak the difference.
I did. I just said the difference at the top.
What was it?
I said the pool at the other resort was small and had a lot of people in it. I started with that.
Oh, and it wasn't it's not as loud as this one.
Well, this one, I would say it is probably as loud, but because there's so much space, it's not coming back at you.
Maybe so, yeah.
So we are
the other pool made you squint your face up because the music was so loud.
This place has the largest infinity pool in the Caribbean.
So they say.
It is, I'll let them believe it.
Yeah. And they all gonna claim something. They don't mean it's true. But yeah, it's enormous.
Yeah, I would say they're probably telling the truth. It is huge. And we found out this place right now is at about 50% occupancy. So you don't feel like you're in a bathtub with other people. You can quite literally be tucked away in your own little section and no one hear what you and the person you're with are talking about. Not only did we get to go to the public pool every day and sit out by the public pool, we also went to activities that they had. They had something that they were calling the Broadway show the first night, which is Sandals Live. Where they had dancers and singers. Sorry. The next day we went to karaoke. They only had 6 karaoke singers. Perfect. Mm-hmm. I was one of them because I love karaoke. The next day was a 70s show. We stayed for maybe 15 minutes. We didn't stay that long.
Yeah, maybe if that long. Yeah.
Yeah, we stayed for 15 minutes of the 70s show. We didn't. Okay.
It was the 70s.
It was like it was.
Oh, the music.
70s,
yeah,
80s,
yeah,
90s.
yeah.
Yesterday.
And they bumped it up to 2000.
Yes, in 2000, early 2000. Yesterday, I got to do a lip sync battle, or the day before yesterday. I won. So, while we didn't have, and then we also went aqua trike riding. So we rode
went cycling on the water. So
we
so
rode
tiring.
a big wheel. We rode a big wheel on the ocean. These are all activities that didn't cost us anything, that brought me great joy, that didn't deplete him of his happiness. And that is easier said than done. Okay. Usually one person is going to be unhappy.
We be on polar ends or polar sides when it comes to, because Angela likes being around the people. She likes doing the activities, the singing, the dancing, in the communal pool. I don't want to be around them people.
And this, go ahead.
Finish?
No,
I'm just saying, let me finish. Shut up. I don't want to be around them people. To me, I don't like being in that water with that amount of people in that smaller space. For me, it's disgusting. I don't want to talk to nobody like that. I don't want to hold no long conversations. I'm gonna get to that.
I ain't saying nothing.
Your face, you ain't got to.
Well, my face is still like it's because you told me to shut up. So.
I don't want to do none of that. I didn't come here to do a bunch of physical activity to entertain y'all. I'm on vacation. The one thing that did annoy me over here is they're going around with the cameraman gets in the pool every day, and he has this big heart shape, this plastic piece of heart in a big shape that's hollow, and a sign that says CURAÇAO sandals or whatever it says, and it's like, here, hold this. Now let me take some pictures. He starts taking pictures. Okay, hold it like this. Takes a picture. Okay, now kiss. Take some pictures. Now you kiss her on her cheek. Now he kiss you. I get paid for this. Get this camera out of my face. Here, take your little props and go elsewhere. This is every day. If you went to this pool every day, a different person gonna come over with some different props for you to take pictures. I'm like, no. I'm not doing water dance offs in the pool. Come on, everybody, come on. It's almost like they treat the results like an adult daycare.
It is.
Where it's just like, let's have activities for the kids to do stuff. No, I paid to be here. I didn't pay to do physical activity. Get away. So we got our own little pool out here. It's a wraparound and it's attached to everybody else's, but this is secluded. My own little personal spot. I just want to chill and relax. So this, like Angel said, this was open enough. It's not crowded. They got the DJ over doing the fun stuff. We can be in the water and not be shoulder to shoulder with people.
But this is the thing that I think you should add to this that you're not.
What?
Even though I want to be where the people are, I'm not starting up conversations with people.
No, I ain't saying you are.
I didn't say you were. I'm saying, but typically people assume I want to be around people to talk to them. No, I just want to be where there's stuff happening. And on occasion, I want to be a part of the stuff happening. Doesn't mean I actually want to go into a long conversation
Yeah, but when you're in those environments, when I say that, that's just a product of what happens. When you're in those tight spaces, those environments, people gonna start talking to you. They're gonna notice your bathing suit, your hair, how pretty you are. They're gonna start talking.
But usually, like if somebody talks, the conversation is short.
Yeah, no, it's short that time, and then that conversation short, and then that conversation short, and then and then by the end of the time, it's a whole lot of conversation.
And I want you to be honest with the people. And I know you said you didn't say it, but I want you to let them know. How often do you see me being the person starting up conversation with people?
You don't do it a lot.
Thank you.
You're gonna hold it there if they do start it, but you don't go and start the conversation.
And hold it there by meaning what?
Meaning, if somebody starts a conversation with you, it's never going to be, I'm talking about specifically on vacation, because when we back home, it's a different thing. But if somebody starts a conversation with you, you're not trying to end the conversation.
I am, but I'm also not. I am trying to end the conversation, but I'm trying to end it in a non-rude. This is a good close to a conversation. I'm not asking for more information to keep the conversation going. Is what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to find a way. Oh, but if somebody says, "Hey," because there are people who are friendly here. Hey,
yeah, no,
where you guys
friendly.
from?
Yeah,
where you guys from? We're from LA. I will say, "Where are you from?" as a nice, like, I'm gonna give you this piece. They'll be like, "I'm from blah 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 blah," and then they'll typically say, "Is this your first time here?" No. Is it you all's? I mean, or yes, yeah, okay, yo, I like it. They do. Okay, well, we're excited. This is our first time. We're hoping to have a good time. All right. Well, y'all enjoy y'all's vacation. Like, I be trying to, like, wrap a bow around that be real smooth, like, and move on out. It's never a thing of I am trying to make a real connection with anybody on these vacations. Is that not true?
yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you thought I was saying?
I just, no.
Oh.
Because I know you know the truth. But when you leave it, when you describe me in certain ways, it would be easy for someone to assume that I'm out here being chatty Cathy, making friends with everybody. No, you just
like being around the people.
Yes, that's it.
And the activity. Angel, like exactly what I said. Angel likes being around the people and doing the activities. But that comes with byproducts.
Now, go ahead and tell them about it.
Now, me, after I have a glass of wine, I will find myself sparking up quick conversations. And in that quick conversation, as I'm trying to leave, I get annoyed with myself. Like, why did Angel saw me. We was on a little paddle boat, paddling. We go past some people, and most people, some people got these inner tubes. And you set in them, and you got your drink, it's got a net, so you can set your drink in there. So these people was hanging over the side, so we paddling. So we was like, they was like, like, oh yeah. I said, man, y'all doing it wrong. You supposed to be inside. And they was like, oh yeah. And I was like, why did I start there? Let's keep, Angel was like, you caught yourself, didn't you? Because I was like, I don't want to talk to these people.
As we have a podcast, I do believe it's last year's podcast about our anniversary. Marcus becomes that guy on anniversary.
I do not. They played, what was one, I don't know where we was, they played wobble. Of course, I get up, right there beside my little seat, I wobble. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby. I started doing it. Of course, I'm a big, tall, black dude, so that draws the DJ. Oh, I see you over there. Now, according to Angel, I'm that guy.
That's not what it was. It was that trip, you had a lot more of, not saying a lot of, but more of than what you've had now, of these, like,
little spark conversations, and then I keep it going.
Oh my God, that got heartburn. Anyways,
people know this met me. I'm gonna hold a small conversation,
but it's
everybody likes to paint me as the asshole. I'm a nice dude.
But no, what cracks me up is when he's the one that sparks it. That's the part that be cracking me up. Now, he didn't spark this one, but let me tell you, they were conversing the entire show. During the first show, Marcus was sitting beside this white lady who was telling him all about the performers.
First of all, she was pure entertainment. We've been looking for him and can't find him. Because that white lady was
I haven't been looking for him.
I have, because she was hilarious. We sitting there, and she's naming off these people, everybody that comes up to perform. And she's like, oh, see, that's Pencil. That I cannot take him serious. What is he doing? Oh my God. He actually has a straight face. Nobody's taking him serious. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, then the host said, somebody smells good. She said, them, talking about us. They smell amazing.
No, she said him.
She said them, Angel.
Why are you kidding?
But I just said she said them. Why are you taking everything so much?
I'm tired. You're the one that's snapping at me.
I didn't snap.
That's exactly what it felt like.
I didn't snap, babe. I said, she said them. She said them or whatever. They smell amazing. So then the dude, the ladies come out. They start dancing. She's mad now. because their butt cheeks are covered up. She's like, oh, they just had those. What is this? She's appalled because their booty cheeks were out. Now, granted, she's sitting right beside her husband. She's just like, why they got them covered up? I mean, those things were out. And Angel could hear all this, and I'm like, this woman right here.
What?
You know.
I was letting you finish.
Oh, I'm done. It was just, she was making us laugh at everything she was saying. She was hilarious.
They were having a kiki, ha ha, kiki. I couldn't hear her most of the time because she was on the other side of Market, so I wasn't fully in the conversation.
No, it wasn't even, it was me laughing at her.
Yeah.
She was mainly talking to her, she was talking to basically all of us, but only I and her husband could hear her.
I would recommend this resort if you came with a group. Our level of service is the top level of service you can get. There is another, we have probably the best room out of the non-freestanding rooms. So we are attached to a building, but we have probably the best room you can get attached to the resort building.
Ours says VIP suite. I haven't seen that on any other. Have you?
No.
On any other little name tags.
So we have one of the, probably the best, like I said, the best non-freestanding room here. So like our room is great for just us to stay here. But if you traveled with a bunch of people and everybody else got like a regular room, you could do a party in this room. You could order a bunch of room service because obviously the food and drinks are free. A bunch of room service, do a party in here.
Because of the ample inside and outside space.
Yeah, our private pool area is big enough to have a party with folk.
There's a little like 4 foot, is that 4 feet? Walk around pool. And on the other side of that, there's like couches to just set out. Like it's big.
I will also say this, the food and the drinks, the food will probably get a better score than the drinks. As you all already know, all-inclusive resorts be real,
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that.
watered down with their liquor. I'm having all of this, I'm having all this heartburn, I drank a bunch of wine, a bunch of red wine, and it's now sneaking up on me. Anyways, the liquor, the food, some way better than others. And then, but we've had resorts with worse food, by far. I've had resorts with worse drinks, by far. But if all-inclusive is something that you are interested in, I feel like this is probably the best you can get, all-inclusive.
So yeah, we, any all-inclusive, if you don't have to pay for the drinks is gonna be watered down. I don't care if you order it straight. There's a reason you don't freshly open any bottle. We have bottles right here in our room. All of them are already open because they already did like probably a 3/4 of alcohol and the rest water. And in the airport, what's crazy is coming through the airport. Usually we learned our lesson years ago. So usually coming out of the airport, I go ahead and go to the duty free or whatever and buy my own bottles to take to the space with me to wherever we staying. However, because this is so far away, their alcohol is like double to triple the price in the airport than it is in the States. Like a bottle of Angel's Envy was like almost $200. Like, that's a bourbon for anybody that don't know. Johnny Walker, any other Johnny Walker, they only had like the 2 bottom level. All of that stuff was like $100, $125, $130. I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. So got here to the hotel. I already know because it's all inclusive, it's gonna be watered down. I tried what we had in the room, tasted it, I'm like, yes, got the amount of there's a reason that these people, the host telling everybody, go to the bar, make sure you get your drinks, get more drinks. You got all of these people knocking back drinks all day, every day, and you don't see anybody drunk. People might be feeling good. That's real. Nobody's drunk. I've not seen a single drunk person here. And that's what happens because, they water it down. But 2, that's why, like me, I've been... USD, absolutely, US dollar. And also, that's why I was like, well, I drank the wine because I saw the wine seal hadn't been cracked. You ain't watering down no wine if the seal's already, if it's still sealed. So I've been drinking their Cabernet all week, and I'm wined out at this point. I don't want no more wine. Usually wine, you only gonna do 2-3 glasses anyway. So that's the down part. If it wasn't so expensive, I would have just bought my own bottles and been fine. But as y'all know, I don't do cocktails. Also, who wants a cocktail with watered down liquor in it? Well, Angel does.
I'll drink it. Okay.
Angel does. They got pretty drinks. You know, y'all women, y'all love us. Y'all love a pretty drink.
Listen, some men do too.
You right. Ooh, that's pretty. What's that? Let me try that.
Pull up the list that we put together.
That's his phone.
No. Is it? Oh, then why is it not showing up from there? I could have pulled it up on my iPad.
Anyhow, so these are the trips in this order that we've been on. Of course, the honeymoon, we did Dominican Republic. Then the first year, we didn't do anything. What did we do? Probably went to Yard House or something.
Yeah, we went to Yard House.
Went to Yard House, because that's the spot we used to go to when we date all the time. The second year...
Ensenadas.
Ensenadas.
Is right above San Diego.
Yeah.
It was also a baby moon.
Oh, yeah, she was pregnant with little Marcus. Third year, that's when I surprised her to Palm Springs. That was the first year of the surprises. That was 3. Number 4 was Catalina Island.
Which is off the coast of California.
Yes. Number 5 was Santa Barbara. That was where the mamas came, Wendell came.
And his
my mama
came.
got into the hot tub.
Little Marcus
Fully
was with
clothed. Yeah, little Marcus was with us. We seen a California king snake out there. Number 6, that's the one we had trouble with. Where's it at? Number 6 is we took a cruise to Ensenada, Mexico.
With Carnival.
With Carnival. You would think that's the worst trip on here. Number 7, we went to Coronado Island. That's basically San Diego.
It's a little island off of San Diego.
Yeah, little island.
I found out I was pregnant with the twins. I didn't know it was twins at the time, but I figured I was pregnant when we were leaving there.
Yeah. Year number 8 is Los Cabos, Mexico.
Killed it. Me, the twins were with us, and so were the mother-in-laws.
Mm-hmm. Year number 9 was St. Thomas. Your boy.
He got that one on Living Social or Groupon.
Groupon. Absolutely. Where's the other one I had planned? Because that was Groupon too.
Go to the next.
Oh, Coronado. That was Groupon. Number 10.
Cuba, where we were almost arrested.
Yeah, we were sitting in the Cuban jail on our anniversary. 11 was San Diego. Because that was a rough year. That was a year my dad passed. So we just went down to San Diego. Number 12
was Huntington
Beach. I don't remember that.
I was pregnant with Amar. So we just went down the road to Orange County.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And we watched a wedding from our hotel room.
Yeah. Somebody else's, of course. That we didn't know. We didn't know who that was. It was just coincidence. 13, Marina Del Rey. That was big COVID year.
So we did, he chartered a little yacht.
Yeah, a little yacht. We went out and survived in the ocean for a little bit. Then we toured around the marina.
Number 14 was Hawaii.
Hawaii, fire.
That's when we learned what service actually looks like.
Yes. Oh my God. So beautiful. Good job. Mm-hmm. Number 15 was Antigua.
You skipped.
14,
no, you're right.
15, okay. Antigua. There was a good time. Their food was good. No,
it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
That's when I drained the swamp.
You did. 16, Turks and Caicos. That was the best food.
Yes.
By far, the best food was Turks and Caicos. That was a good one.
Yes.
Absolutely. Then 17, unfortunately, we revisited the Dominican Republic. Saw us for the last time. Twice, actually. That year, within a 2 or 3 week span. And then this year, we are in Curacao.
So I wouldn't recommend the place we stayed at Turks and Caicos, but I recommend Turks and Caicos.
Yes.
Antigua also I would not recommend where we stayed.
Correct.
Unless you plan on just having sex. We had sex and watched TV.
And then we watched TV and then had sex.
I I saw maybe 4 people there the entire time we were there. 4 people. We couldn't even, you remember we were hungry in the middle of the night? We had to order, they had to get somebody to bring us pizza.
Yep,
It was
I remember
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like shut down. There was nowhere to get food.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, but yeah, we've had some good, these trips, actually, and once we went to Europe last year, that made me want to get a map and just put a pin in everywhere we've been.
St. Thomas also really good. We stayed at like, it felt kind of Airbnb-ish. It was like a place where people owned and we were kind of renting it out. It was like an apartment.
Yeah, there were people from the States that was like our neighbors while we were staying there. They actually lived there though, for either permanently or a certain part of the year. That's when we went to the grocery store, bought some food, put it on the grill.
Yeah. But we had fun. We did the
Yeah.
nightlife of St. Thomas.
Yeah.
We did a tour of the island. So like we were in these streets because we weren't at a resort. We were in an apartment. So it was like, if y'all don't get out, you're going to be here bored.
Yeah.
So that was nice too.
And then, yeah, we did, what was it, Ritz-Carlton we did in Hawaii?
It was the Four Seasons.
Four Seasons. I get them confused. It's Hardee's and Arby's to me.
Yeah, it's all the same. So anyways, recommend this. I think Sandals has tiers to make it affordable or nicer. I did hear the other Sandals are more crowded, so Sandals might not see me again.
Yeah.
But
This one might be extremely crowded, usually.
but I said now crowded. No, you're not gonna get me happy now. I don't want crowded. I done been in crowded situations for the past 2 weeks. I'm tired. Tired of the crowded. I'm out. I've been talked to death. I'm done.
People don't recognize the angel out here, y'all. People that live here don't recognize the angel. From here.
And recognized you.
Nah, they said, you a lady, ain't you?
They recognized you too. The cook said,
The cook was like, hey, lady.
and no, the cook asked me, but he said, it's when I saw him. I was like, there you go. You. All right, y'all, we're going to let y'all go. We'll be back next week. Our normal time for Patreon, back in the studio. As y'all know, you can always join our Patreon for $5. Have a good time with us. I'll be shooting some things over this week, actually, when I get back, and hopefully I can take Patreon with me. Yeah, hopefully the vlogs will be back soon. ShopMamaLikes.com for your self-care wares. You not feeling good?
Nah, I just hit.
And you can get manshit at MANSHYT. Getmanshit.com.
All shipments will be shipped out
In a week.
after next. Yeah, or next week.
In a week.
Yeah,
Yep.
by the time you see this.
Okay. We're going to let y'all go. Check out our sponsors, BetterHelp and Shopify. Use our codes, and we will talk to you later.
Y'all have a good one, fam.
Bye.